Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel. And tonight I'm just going to be doing the eyes, so not a full face of makeup, but I'm going to be trying out Pallette Bingo. And I have decided to use the Makeup Obsession Flower Haze palette. So earlier on today I pulled out all the shades that the random number generator picked. So now you're going to see when I did that. Right, so here's a palette with all the 16 shades. So I'm just going to pop it there and try and get my phone there. Now I've placed in the number 1 and 16 families in there. I'm now going to pull 4 shades. So 8. This is very tricky to do when you've not got a viewpoint. 15. A viewpoint as in I'm looking for the phone through my device rather than just popping my head around the corner basically. Right. 12, and I don't know what this is yet, so when I pop back on camera we will see. And 4. Oh gosh, I've just popped to look at the palette and this looks very interesting. So now I've chosen those, I will be back with you over there. Okay, I've got my eyelids primed ready, and if you remember I pulled out the numbers 8, 15, 12 and 4. I've had a look at the palette and it's a very interesting and difficult one to do for me. So I'm going to work from the top row downwards, and number 8 is that blue one there, and 15 is that purple, 12 is that deep bluey purple, and they're all shimmers, and 4 is that matte shade there. So I've got 1 matte shade to use, and I'll, when I get my teeth put back in, you know. And the 3 of them, oh dear, the rest of them are all shimmers. Oh good gracious, so 1 matte and 3 shimmers. I think I best go back to school. I need to re-educate on my maths because that was terrible, wasn't it? So that's one I have to work with. So I'm going to swatch them. Like that's going to make the whole process a lot easier, because it will not. So 15, that one, yeah, that's the 4. Oh gracious, I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but this is a bit of fun. So it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to keep this on for the rest of the evening. It's going to come straight off again anyway. It's not the best of deep blues. Not. That's better. Swatching better now. Neither's that. Some of these are like that. Especially blues and purples can be a bit hard to swatch. Sorry about that. I've got the window open. So that's what I'm working with. No clue. I'm going to have to pop a shimmer on the crease line, aren't I? So I think I know where I'm going. I'm going to pop that shade on the crease and then that on the outer crease, and then work with those 2 on the lids. That's what I'm going to do. This is going to be very interesting, and it's not the greatest of brightness, because I've chose the evening to film this instead of in the day, you know, giving myself more of a challenge than I need have. So get my little mirror, because if you've been on here for a while, you know I can't work with big mirrors and palettes. I like the small compact mirrors. So that shade is called Tulip. Now I'm going to pop that on the inner part of the eye to the middle. Let's do that. Now I'm not bothered about placement today, because like I say, this is coming straight off again. So that's why I'm only doing my eyes. I don't want to go in with all my base stuff and everything and just waste it for about 20 minutes or so. Eyeshadow I've got a ton of, base stuff not so much, because I only work with 1 or 2 base products. Plus it's not worth it if I'm going to wash this off straight away anyway. It's just not. Every time I've pulled shades from a random number generator, I've done it myself just for fun in the day, not filmed it. This is the first one I've filmed, I think. And it's always screwed me over. And tonight is no different. It's screwed me over. Checking and filming. I could have got this far and not pressed go, you know. So to just do this one, and I do clean off my brush. I've got a cloth here, I'm not just wiping it on the bed. And the next shade, let's see, 15, 12 and 4. No, I've done 4. 8, 15 and 12, so the blue, 12, just a minute, I'm getting confused, no change. 8 is going there, 12, yeah, that's it. So I'm now going to go in with the shade Bluebell. And this is a shimmer, so this is going to look interesting. I'm also going to dip into it a bit more, because you know it's not picking up on the brush that well. Nothing wrong with the eyeshadow, sadly it's just blues and purples are hard to formulate. Some blues, it's more the purples, I do agree, but I think this actually is a purpley blue, so that would explain it. Now I'm going to try and blend it with the part I ended on the middle. That made no sense at all, did it? Let's be honest here. And the street's quite noisy tonight. I may have to just shut that window, because I can imagine it's quite irritating. No, there's that. I don't know if it's as shimmery as it appears. Oh yeah, it is full on shimmer. Just going to try and blend it in without it going muddy, so it meets the other line and blends together. Yeah, that is crazy. Not a look I'd normally choose. So just going to do the other eye. So I've got the crease shade down. Now I'm not using this brush to pop it on the lids because I already know that it's not the palette to use a brush with for lid shades, so it goes on better without doing that. So now I'm going to pop on that shade on my lid called Lily. And I am going to pop that all over the lid. This is a gorgeous colour. Very nice colour. It's very similar to that bluey one. Not totally. I think this one's more, I would say, not a bluey purple at all. It's more of a purple. So I don't know what I'm going on about. Put a pin on as much as I can to get the intensity. And then I'll go in with the blue. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I see little inner corner shade because I didn't think about that. That is gorgeous purple. It's very hard pressed though. So that's the purple, and now I'm going to pop the blue on. And the blue is called Sky, and it does kind of look like a duochrome. Can't really show you because it might pick up on camera. Kind of like a duochrome-ish. Is that picking up? And I'm going to pop that on the middle of the lid. Ooh, I love that shade. That is beautiful. Wow. That is stunning. I really like that. Who knew that would go perfectly on top of that purple? So that's that part done. I'm going to just clean up. Okay, I've just cleaned that up. Now I'm going to use the smaller end of this brush, and I think I don't know. Maybe I should do a bit of both of the ones which are used on the crease, on the lower lash line. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, first shade Tulip, and I'm going to put that on the inner part to the centre. And then if I turn that brush over, I'll put on Bluebell. Sorry about that, I had to stop filming then. Massive bangs in the street, you don't need to hear that. Right, so I've just finished doing that. Not so good on that eye. I'm having a bit of struggle with my hand, so I've done the best I can. Right. So, I wondered what dropped. So now I'm going to go in with this really little brush here. And this brush, I believe, is an e.l.f. concealer brush. That is way too tiny for concealer. Who's concealing with that? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on that blue shade, and because this blue is only on the centre of my eyes, I'm going to put that on the inner corner. And it's not picking up that great with a brush. Let's dip in a bit more. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't pick up with the brush that well. And I don't like going in with my finger because my nails are quite long. So it's not easy to get placement like that. You can see it, that's alright. So that is the eye look. Now, the colour from the purple has transferred up to my crease a little bit. There's nothing I can do. I've got hooded eyes and that's what happens. So, this could potentially be a palette bingo of many. Very weird, very weird. Not the colours I'd choose from this palette, but I don't think it's turned out too badly either. I'm not going to do anything else. It's a bit weird because there's no eyeliner, no base stuff, no brows being done or nothing like that. But just, you know, I'm not going to do that this time and I'm just not. I'm not going to waste products. So I really like this palette. I was trying to think what I'm going to say next. I really like this palette. It's really nice. It's a pretty palette. And this is a look I managed to create with the random colours that generator chose. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want any more palette bingos, I can happily do those. I quite enjoyed that. So I will see you again next time. Take care everyone. Goodbye.